Back in high school, I used to always be like that student who would get like the average marks, like nothing ever outstanding, would never really raise my hand in class, would kind of just like give it the bare minimum because I thought that was like the most productive thing for me to do at the time. And I thought I was just like born like this. Like, I'll just let the nerds in the class get the good grades. I won't try compete with them. I was just born like average. I used to always think I was like the dumbass that I can't improve my productivity, that I can't become smarter, that I can't improve my attention span, focus, flow state, etc. And it wasn't until after high school where I started seeing videos like, oh, how to improve and increase your productivity and like how to do this, how to do this. And I'm going to be honest with you, these videos started to give me hope. These videos started to teach me that like you actually can not only change your life around, but you actually can become more productive, get more work done, improve your focus. Because the old version of me, younger Adrian here, used to constantly believe that honestly, you're just born with what you have. You can't improve. If you're that dumb student in high school like I was, that's who you are for the rest of your existence. Fast forward now to 2024, I'm so confident in like the progress I've made with like my productivity levels and like how much work I'm able to get done in like a select period of time, day by day, week by week, month by month. That I feel like these lessons and learnings I'm about to teach you are going to be some of the most valuable lessons you've ever heard in your like whole existence. And I hope at the end of this, you can like take action on these learnings so you can become that productive guy. So you can start to get good grades in your school. So you can start to post videos like consistently and regularly. I hope this video can motivate and inspire you to take action in improving your productivity levels. First off, why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Adrian. I've been training in the gym for 6+ years. I've experienced what it's like to constantly avoid the work and never be able to get into my flow state. It feels purposeful for me to help others strive for improvement in all areas of self-development. Finally, I'm proud of the progress I've made in my journey and feel like sharing it with you will only help accelerate your very own progress. Quick plug, I'm currently doing one-on-one coaching calls. These calls are designed to help young men improve their confidence through tailored self-improvement strategies. Specifically focuses on identifying your current challenges, setting actionable goals, and providing practical advice to boost your self-confidence. The link's in the description for those of you who are interested. And finally, make sure to subscribe to this channel to get these like full-length educational guides a whole lot more often on your homepage instead of like the shitty clickbait videos you watch every night, which make you feel like, why'd I waste my time watching that? Subscribe to this channel, just purely educational content. My promise to you is that at the end of this video, you will learn about how I was able to double my productivity levels and how you can implement and follow these exact guidelines and protocols yourself. So, the steps in this video include 1. Thinking you were born lazy. 2. Organizing everything. 3. Looking good. 4. Batching tasks. 5. Distracting yourself. 6. Fasting. And 7. We'll finish off with the actionable step. Let's get started. Number 1. Thinking you were born lazy. Before I get into like all of the actual like tips you can follow, the first thing that you have to understand and realize if you want to become that productive, like disciplined guy is you have to believe that. You have to change your mindset. Because if I'm to tell you all these hacks and productivity hacks and shit like that, but internally your mind says you're still that dumbass, you're still that lazy motherfucker, what makes you think you're going to follow my advice in the long run if your internal thoughts haven't changed? If you don't believe or you don't have hope? And in this video, that's what I'm trying to give you. I want to give you hope. I want you to learn and understand that you actually can become productive. Yeah, believe it or not, you can become that productive guy. Because I used to always think I was born the dumbass. You know how much shit I cop in school? Year 10 math exam, or year 11 here in Australia. Year 11, I think, our math exam. I got 4%. The whole year level knew, and I copped shit for like a year straight. What did you think that did to my self-confidence? What did you think that would have done to like my self-image, my thoughts? Made me like think who I was. Like that became my identity. Mr. 4%. So if you're watching this video, I don't blame you if you feel like right now, yeah, maybe you are a bit retarded, like you're kind of a dumbass. But bro, trust me, I was in the same position you're in. Like I can relate to you. Realize right now, like this specific present moment right now, your mind isn't even on your side. Because younger Adrian, here drinking alcohol and here eating a Big Mac, bro, my mind wasn't on my side because I was letting the external control my internal thoughts. I was letting other people dictate who I was. When it turns out, no, you can actually control who you want to become because you are a combination of your habits. You're not a combination of what the outside world is telling you. You can control what the outside world has to say about you, but that all starts with the input. The input controls the output. The output doesn't control the input because younger Adrian used to always let the output control the input. I used to let what other people say about me like feel like that was like the harsh truth. Oh, you got 4%, you're a dumbass. Oh yeah, I guess I am. No, I was a dumbass back then. I couldn't get good grades because one, I didn't have the data sets, I didn't have the education, I didn't have the understanding. Plus, my habits were shit. I would cope. I'd drink alcohol, I'd eat shit food because, oh, I was born like this, whatever. That's a great excuse for me to just stay the same and not improve. You will only change when you can control your internal like beliefs and thoughts. Stop letting others say you're this. Stop letting others control your identity because believe it or not, you can change your identity. You can become who you ultimately want to become. You can become that productive guy if you say you want to. So, first things first, change your mindset, start believing, start having hope that you can ultimately become the man you want to become. Step number 2, organizing everything. When I finished high school and I said to myself, I want to start like being able to get like meaningful work done. At the time, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I'm Greek, and I don't know if it's like most Greeks, but like me in general, I used to have like pretty bad OCD. So like making sure everything's clean and tidy and organized has been something I've like always been good at. I've always had like even when I was little, I used to have like insane OCD. Now I know how to control it and like relax a little bit. But like younger Adrian used to, bro, clean freak, don't touch that. Whoa, 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 whoa. That used to be me. Call it whatever you want, but I feel like the more you can start to organize your schedule, your plans, your goals, ultimately, yeah, the more productive you're actually going to become. Because failing to plan is, yeah, planning to fail. No shit you feel lazy, no shit you feel unproductive when you don't even know what your plan is. Your brain is like simply and ultimately, yeah, it's in la la land. You wake up in the morning, you remember, oh yeah, I got to eat breakfast. What's next? I'll go to work, beep, 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 drive there, commute to work, sign in, do your daily tasks because your boss is telling you to do this. You come home, and now you don't know what to do with your free time because you have no plan and you feel like lack of purpose in your life. The first step when you're like trying to become that like productive version of yourself, obviously, yeah, first fix your mindset, but now there's like this most important hack you have to implement. You have to be organized. You have to identify what you want. What is your long term goal? Like, ask yourself right now, pause the video. What do you want from life? Do you want an aesthetic physique? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want time freedom? What do you want? Do you want to improve your education? For me, for younger Adrian, his long term goal at the time was build an aesthetic body because I thought getting this muscle and improving my physique would help me with like attracting girls, getting more respect from guys, more status, etc. Like, that's what I wanted. So once I identify that, then I ask myself, okay, that's the dream goal. That's going to take like 2, 3, 4 years to accomplish. And I want to accomplish this as fast as I can. Like, I want to be productive to this goal. But how? I got a whiteboard and I wrote down what are like the short term. Fuck, sorry. I got a whiteboard and I wrote down What are like the short-term steps that align that I can do every day, almost like daily tasks that I can do, which ultimately align with the long-term goal, which will make me feel like internally, yeah, I'm starting to feel productive. Makes me internally feel like, yeah, I'm starting to be on the right track. What are some examples? Okay. If I can eat 3 to 4 high protein meals a day, if I can not skip a gym session because, yeah, I need to lift weights to build muscle, if I can sleep 8 hours, if I can stretch at the end of every workout, that is like some productive tasks. That gives me a plan. That gives me a blueprint. That gives me something to follow every single day, which will make me feel like, yeah, I'm actually semi productive now because there's other guys who aren't doing this. There's other guys who aren't ticking these boxes every single day. Now, internally, I start to feel productive because you're watching this right now. You probably like internally, you don't feel that productive. Yeah, you might be like more productive than like some of your old friends who aren't on self improvement. Like, congratulations, like that's good. But you feel like it's not enough because I'm gonna be honest. You're watching this video, yeah, maybe you actually are like a semi productive guy. You have the attention span to watch like a full unedited educational video. So, props to you, bro. You're actually pretty productive. You're a willing learner, which is good. But you still feel like something's lacking. The reason you clicked on this video is because you feel like you're still lacking something, which is normal because I went through this. I feel like once you can start to like physically see you're ticking boxes, you organize everything, and you're making progress towards this goal, that's when you'll feel like a whole lot more fulfilled and productive. Because like here, this whiteboard, I've used this a lot in some of my videos. I had it, what was it, start of June. This is when as you can see, it's got, what does it have? Cold shower, TikTok gym, because I used to just start posting on TikTok. I think this was before I started posting on YouTube. My goal at the time was to just post a TikTok every day, to go gym most days, to have a cold shower every day. And when I could see that, I was like, some days, yeah, I was actually ticking these boxes and I was being organized. I was following the blueprint. I felt good. And when you feel good, when you feel like you're on the right track, you actually just want to do more work. Like, quite frankly, yeah, you when you do more stuff that makes you feel good, you kind of want to do more of it to continue to feel happy, right? So, step number 2, make sure everything's organized. Ask yourself, what is your long term goal and what are like the short term baby steps you can do every day, which will kind of like mentally make you feel like you're on the right track. Number 3, looking good. This does not get spoken about enough because when I used to watch all these videos, how to be more productive, you'd get all these hacks, these little tips and tricks. No one would ever say the harsh truth with just like looking good. No shit, if you look like shit, you won't work hard. If you're not happy with how you look, what makes you think you're going to work on a business? If you're a fat fuck, what makes you think you're going to try to be productive because you hate how you look in the mirror? This is the harsh truth. Call it feminine, call it whatever you want. But I think, especially as a masculine guy, the more you can take care of your looks, the more happier and confident like you can become with yourself, the more you're going to want to work. Because younger me, this was in 2021. I was sad. I was upset. I hated how I looked. I felt ugly. Other people would give me shit. And I was letting, like I said at the start, the external control the internal because people were giving me shit how I looked. So I just thought I was born like the ugly guy. I can't do anything about it. Looks are everything. Once I started to say to myself, I'm going to have a shower and clean up my beard, clean up my hair, etc., that's when I started to become more productive. Because I guess you can say taking care of yourself is, yeah, being organized as well, like hygiene and everything. But like specifically, the more my looks started to improve, the more people started to give me more respect, people actually started to listen to me even more, the more I wanted to work on something. This is actually just the harsh reality. Like physical attractiveness is pretty important. And no, I'm not like a 10 or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just happy with like the progress I've made in my like looks maxing journey, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like during this like improvement in my looks, this has only made me a much more like productive version of myself. And I hope you can like do the same. There's like tons of looks maxing videos. I've posted a couple on my channel. I'll link them in the description down below. But working on your physical looks is important to becoming that like productive masculine version of yourself. And it doesn't get spoken about enough by all these like weak, low test other self improvement YouTubers who have like fat bellies, who have like a crusty beard, pale skin. They're telling you, oh, do this to be productive. But are they even productive themselves? They don't even have a shower. Like, what? What the? I don't get it. Take care of your looks, and your productivity levels will actually skyrocket sooner rather than later. Number four, batching tasks. If you're not really aware of like what batching tasks means, a great example of this is, let's say you're washing dishes and you decide to only wash one dish every single day. And there's like, let's say there's 20 dishes. How stupid does that sound? Right? You're doing one bit of work every day when you can just spend like 30 minutes to an hour and get it all done at once. Yeah? Like that's what batching is. Why don't you do the same thing with your work? Whether your work be recording videos, editing videos, whatever your purpose is right now, reading books, I don't know. Why are you only reading one page of a book when you know deep down you can actually get 20 pages done? You can get a book done a week. When you want to start becoming more productive, you want to capitalize on the moments when you're in your flow state. If you're not really aware of what your flow state is, I've made some videos speaking about it before, but your flow state is when you're like super locked in, kind of like how I am right now. I'm super locked in. I'm not getting like these random negative thoughts about like awkward moments that happened in high school. I'm not really getting much like, I'm just ultimately, yeah, I'm not getting much like negative thoughts about me right now. I'm in my flow state. So the smart thing to do would be, when you're in your flow state, why not prolong your work and try get more work done, because that's only going to give you more rewards down the line. You want to become more productive, so say to yourself, I'm going to start batching my work. Why am I only recording one video? It's only 8 a.m. I'm going to record 3 videos today. That's like an investment in the future version of myself. That makes me feel good, because I know when I feel productive, I know when I get more work done, I know I feel so much more happier. So now everything else in my life is going to be better. My conversations with my friends are going to be better. My relationship with my family is going to be better. I'm not going to be that smart ass, arrogant motherfucker. I'm actually just going to be a good bloke, because deep down, I feel pretty good that I'm being productive. And you don't know how to be productive, well, here it is. Batch your tasks, batch your work, do as much as you can in a select time period. Make the work count. Because younger me would say, all right, let's try record a video. I'll record like one shitty 20-second TikTok and that's it for today. I've done my work. I'll lay back. That's it. I don't have to do anything else. And like, part of me felt semi-productive, but part of me knew I wasn't living up to my potential. And if you're a masculine guy, you want to live your life with no regrets. You hate when you feel like you're not doing enough. And that's how I would constantly feel when I didn't know what like batching was. It's like, why would you go to the gas station and fill your car up by like 10%? Okay, I understand some of you want to save money, so you'll only do like 50%, whatever. But you get what I mean. You want to do as much as you can in a select period of time, because that's going to be able to speed up your overall progress in your self improvement journey. I wish younger Adrian knew about this knowledge, because I didn't know what the fuck this meant. Back in high school, I wouldn't batch my homework or study time. I would always give everything the bare minimum, because one, I didn't really care much about my grades, but two, I was really an uneducated individual. Start batching tasks, and your productivity levels are going to go through the roof. Like, seriously. You're going to be outperforming all of your peers, all of your friends. A year will go by, you're going to get like 200, 300, 400% more work than they've done in a year. Because we all have the same amount of time in a year. It's just how you spend it, how you utilize it. And that's a question you have to answer for yourself. Number 5, distracting yourself. I'm going to be honest. I'm a pretty hyper-stimulated individual, and this was the one thing that was always holding me back with trying to record videos, with trying to improve my confidence, trying to be productive, trying to fix my mindset, I would always feel the need to constantly distract myself because internally I hated who I was. You don't understand how addicted I was to my phone. I still kind of am. But the old me, my screen time, I need to get a screenshot of this. I think I can scroll back to the dates. My screen time used to be like 8 hours plus. Majority of those hours being spent on like social media, like Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. And no, I wasn't a creator. I wasn't posting stuff. I was constantly consuming stuff, which made me feel like shit, which was making me distracted, which was making me feel like I'm not good enough, which was making me feel like I'm not going to get anything else done in my own time. Your attention span is your most valuable asset right now. Your focus is everything if you're trying to be more productive. And if you feel like you wake up in the morning and you just don't know what to do, your brain is like brain rotting, you got to chuck your phone in the bin, bro. Not literally, but listen up. You have to piss your phone off. How do you do this? Airplane mode. Let's say you have an iPhone. If you're an Android motherfucker, piss off. You're irrelevant. Don't use Androids, bro. It's 2024. You should have an iPhone by now. Scroll top right. There is literally a button that has been there for your whole existence. It's that airplane button. What is stopping you from saying to yourself, I'm putting this on airplane mode because I care about my time. And I know when I click this button, no one can contact me, no one can message me, no one can distract me. I am going to be more likely to actually be able to focus. I'm preventing other people stealing focus from the future me. Being productive is all about identifying your goals. It's about batching your work and it's about improving your focus. The three main steps. If you're batching your tasks, if you've identified your goals, but you're still getting messages while you're trying to work, you're limiting yourself and you're not optimizing to the best of your ability. You have to put your phone off, bro. Just for 1 hour. You have it on airplane mode for 1 hour. Guess what? You're going to get 50% more work done than everyone else in your year level. Because everyone else is doing, oh, work for 10 minutes, then 5-minute phone break, work for another 10 minutes, then walk up, have a walk. Fuck that. You want to be productive? Well, here it is. You dedicate 1 hour of just straight work. Absolute no distractions. And you'll realize that once you're like 10 to 20 minutes in, it's almost like you just want to keep working, as I previously said, because you start to find it easier to like go into your flow state. You're on a roll. You've like fought through that like initial fog at the start, which took like a little bit of discipline. But now you're saying to yourself, this feels good. Hard work feels good. No one is distracting me. I want to do more and more and more. That's the mindset you got to have. Not this mindset. People cope and say, oh, I need to have my phone on, Adrian. I'm just going to have it on do not disturb because what if someone calls me? I'm important. You're not important, bro. You're watching this video. You're a loser. And I can say the same thing with me because right now, yeah, my phone's like in the closet on airplane mode. I'm a loser as well. And that's a good thing because when you're a loser, no one cares about you. So, okay, no one can distract me now. That's a benefit. You're probably in the same boat. So stop coping. Stop saying you're important because, quite frankly, I'm sorry, you're not shit. Put your phone in the bin. Number 6, fasting. F breakfast. Oh, it's the most important meal of the day. You have to eat your breakfast, get your protein in, get your fats in, get your nice eggs in the morning straight away as soon as you wake up. Don't eat. I know I'm getting aggressive now. I'm just mad because I wish younger Adrian had this advice because this is some of the most valuable advice ever. These 6 steps is everything you need to hear for just becoming the most productive version of yourself. Do not eat Like, don't eat for the first 5 to 6 hours you're awake because you want to be able to use your brain. You want to optimize yourself. When you eat your healthy breakfast, yeah, it might taste absolutely delicious, and it actually is like a healthy meal, as you can see here, like steak, eggs, avocado. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good meal. It's just when you do eat, you're putting a whole bodily system like having to work for you, and that requires energy. If I'm to eat this big meal first thing and then try sit down and record a video, do you really think I'm going to be able to speak this well? Do you really think I'm going to be able to focus this well? No, because my insulin levels are spiked. I feel lethargic. I'm going to be yawning. My stomach's full. I'm not like hungry or like desiring like to smash my work. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Well, what's for work today? Like your fat 9 to 5 worker who doesn't understand anything about how to be productive. The fat guy with the BMW. You don't want to be that. You want to be that masculine guy who gets shit done. Well, trust me, you will get double the work done when you're in a fasted state. And you're going to find it so much more easier to get into your flow state when you're fasted. The main most important thing with being productive is trying to make it as easy as you can to get into your flow. Because when you're not in your flow state, that's when you get these like negative thoughts, that like bad self-image about you. Like, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, this is cringe. Oh, what if that person from school sees it? You won't care when you're in your flow state. You're just on a roll. And that's when you're like your most authentic version of yourself. That's when you're putting out this like best content out there if you want to like start posting videos specifically. Don't eat. I know this might require a little bit of discipline at the start because I used to always eat first thing. I only started fasting like the last couple months. And this is when my work in progress has like 10x'd since like the old version of me from like 2 months ago. It is crazy how insane of a tool fasting is. Not only for fat loss, but for focus. You have to implement this and you're not going to be phased ever again with whatever work you have to do first thing in the morning. Be fasted. Number 7, the actionable step for today's video. I highly recommend investing in the official book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. This was one of the first like self-help books I ever read. It's an extremely beginner-friendly book. And if you truly want to take your productivity and mindset to the next level, you have to make this investment, bro. Like, take action right now. You're probably on your laptop or phone, whatever you're on, watching this. What is stopping you from doing a Google search, Atomic Habits, oh, $25, oh, I'm going to buy it. We are all so scared to invest some money in education. It took me months to buy my first book because I used to always think, oh, it's a waste of money. I can just watch YouTube videos like this. I'm not saying this YouTube video isn't like educational. It's not like all the tools you need. It's just that there's a difference when you read a book. You're more likely to take action when you read something instead of watching something. Because let's be real, you're probably in this cycle of like consuming self-improvement content. You've watched like hundreds of videos like this and you just never take action. Because I'm going to be honest, you're going to forget everything I've said in like 2 days, bro. You're just going to watch my next video. Take action, invest in this book. It's really, really beginner friendly. I think it's like only 300 pages. It'll take you 10 pages a day, 30 days. What do you think is going to happen with your mindset? You're going to become that productive, masculine, disciplined guy. Take action. I hope this advice was valuable and that it motivates and gives you the education you need to double your productivity levels. Leave a comment about any other hacks I didn't mention down below. Like and subscribe for more videos about self-improvement, and I'll see you in the next video. Whoop!